Our cat suddenly bolts across the room at 3 a.m. for absolutely no reason. Or is there actually a scientific explanation? Those mysterious feline behaviors that make us laugh, puzzle us, or occasionally drive us crazy aren't just random quirks. They're fascinating windows into your cat's evolutionary psychology and biological programming. Today, we're diving into the science behind the 10 most hilarious cat behaviors that have both baffled and delighted humans for centuries. That classic zoomies moment when your peaceful cat transforms into a speed demon is actually called frenetic random activity periods, FRAPs. Scientists believe these bursts of manic energy are evolutionary leftovers from your cat's wild hunting days. In nature, cats conserve energy by sleeping up to 16 hours, then unleash intense bursts of speed for hunting. Your domestic kitty still carries this ancient programming, except instead of chasing prey on the savannah, they're racing around your living room at midnight, knocking over everything in their path. This behavior is especially common in indoor cats who might not get enough physical stimulation during the day. So next time your cat transforms into a furry tornado, remember they're just following a deeply ingrained hunting script, even if their prey happens to be your favorite vase. Have you ever wondered why your dignified feline suddenly flops onto their back, exposing their belly like they're begging for a rub, only to transform into a bear trap of claws and teeth the moment you take the bait? This adorable yet confusing behavior is known as the Venus cat trap, and it's a fascinating example of conflicting instincts. When cats expose their bellies, they're actually showing tremendous trust, since this position leaves their vital organs vulnerable. However, their stomach area is also incredibly sensitive, with highly responsive nerve endings. When you go in for that tempting belly rub, their defensive reflexes instantly kick in. It's not personal. Your cat is literally battling between their affection for you and their hardwired self-protection instincts. Some behaviorists suggest this might also be an invitation to play rather than pet, as this position mimics how cats wrestle with littermates. The mysterious cat loaf position, where your feline tucks their paws underneath their body, resembling a furry bread loaf, is more than just an adorable photo opportunity. This position actually serves several practical purposes. By tucking their paws under their body, cats conserve body heat, protecting sensitive paw pads from cold surfaces. Research from feline thermoregulation studies shows cats lose significant heat through their extremities. What's particularly amusing is that the tighter the loaf formation, the more relaxed your cat feels in their environment. Cat behaviorists have even developed a loaf tightness index to gauge feline comfort levels. A perfect loaf with completely hidden paws indicates your cat feels utterly safe and content in their surroundings. So that picture-perfect cat loaf is actually your pet's way of saying, "I'm completely comfortable here." Ever catch your cat staring intensely at a blank wall or ceiling, their eyes tracking something invisible? Before you call the ghost hunters, science offers a more rational explanation. Cats can see an ultraviolet light ranges invisible to humans, allowing them to detect things we simply cannot perceive. Their eyes also register movement at much higher speeds than ours, up to 200 frames per second, compared to our measly 45-60. This means they can spot tiny dust particles, microscopic insects, or even the reflection of light waves that are completely imperceptible to us. Next time your cat appears to be communing with the spirit world, they're likely just watching the fascinating microworld that exists beyond human perception. Though the ghost theory is admittedly more entertaining at parties, the infamous "if I fits, I sits" phenomenon has puzzled cat owners for generations. Why would your elegant, sophisticated feline squeeze themselves into a tiny box, sink, or even a small circle drawn on the floor? This behavior traces back to wildcats seeking enclosed spaces for safety from predators and ambush opportunities for hunting. What's fascinating is that researchers at Utrecht University conducted experiments using kinesicontours, optical illusions that suggest the presence of shapes without actually forming them, and found cats will sit inside the mere suggestion of a square on the floor, just as readily as a real box. This indicates cats process certain visual information differently than humans, perceiving defined spaces where we see only suggestions. Their attraction to boxes also releases endorphins, creating a natural stress relief system. So that cardboard box isn't just a box, it's your cat's personal anti-anxiety chamber. The peculiar slow blink that cat owners affectionately call cat kisses has recently been scientifically validated. Researchers at the University of Sussex confirmed that this behavior is indeed a form of cat-human communication. When your cat looks at you and deliberately closes their eyes in a slow, measured blink, they're displaying what ethologists call an affiliate signal, essentially saying they trust you enough to let their guard down. In the wild, closing eyes around another creature would be dangerous, so this gesture signals profound comfort. The study found that cats were more likely to slow blink back at owners who initiated the behavior, and were more likely to approach unfamiliar humans who slow blinked at them. So that drowsy-looking eye closure isn't your cat being sleepy. It's actually their version of blowing you a kiss. Have you noticed your cat's bizarre obsession with claiming your laptop keyboard precisely when you're trying to work? This territorial behavior has multiple scientific explanations. First, electronics emit heat, and cats naturally seek warmth, preferring temperatures between 86 to 97 degrees F. But there's more at play. Your computer carries your scent from constant contact with your hands, making it a prime territory for scent marking. By sitting on your keyboard, cats simultaneously enjoy warmth while blending their scent with yours, a behavior called co-scenting that strengthens social bonds in their minds. Additionally, studies show cats crave attention specifically when you're focused elsewhere, a phenomenon researchers call attention-seeking displacement behavior. So your cat isn't just being inconvenient, they're employing a sophisticated strategy to monopolize your attention and reinforce your bond. The famous knead and purr, when your cat rhythmically pushes their paws in and out against soft surfaces while purring contentedly, is actually a behavior carried over from kittenhood. Kneading stimulates milk flow when nursing, and the associated pleasure carries into adulthood. What's particularly interesting is that adult cats only knead in situations of extreme contentment, often entering a semi-trance state, accompanied by drooling. Ethologists have discovered that the rhythm of kneading matches perfectly with purring vibrations, approximately 25 to 150 Hz, creating a self-soothing synchronization. These vibrations don't just signify happiness, they actually promote tissue regeneration and bone growth, which explains why cats often purr when injured. Your cat's massage session on your lap is literally a health-promoting activity for them and an expression of their deepest contentment. Why do cats bring gifts of dead mice, birds, or bugs to their horrified owners? This seemingly gruesome behavior is actually a remarkable display of feline affection and social complexity. Female cats in particular are instinctive teachers, and research indicates they view their human owners as somewhat incompetent hunter-gatherers who need help providing for themselves. A 2019 study found that well-fed house cats still caught prey at the same rate as feral cats, but were much more likely to bring their catches home rather than eating them, suggesting these offerings are genuinely altruistic. When your cat presents you with a mouse, they're essentially saying, "I notice you never hunt, so I thought you might be hungry." It's simultaneously disgusting and one of the purest expressions of love in the animal kingdom. Some cats even bring toys or socks instead, having adapted this teaching behavior to more appropriate indoor prey. Finally, perhaps the most mysterious cat behavior of all, the sudden, almost possessed post-litter box sprint that veterinarians call poophoria. This hilarious dash that seems to occur the moment your cat finishes their business actually has fascinating physiological explanations. The vagus nerve stimulation that occurs during defecation can trigger a sudden release of endorphins, creating a brief euphoric sensation. Additionally, wild cats would immediately flee their waist area to avoid attracting predators through scent. The combination creates this comedic mad dash moment. Some veterinary behaviorists also suggest it might be an expression of relief, particularly if a cat has been experiencing mild constipation or digestive discomfort. Whatever the cause, this universal cat behavior has spawned countless viral videos and remains one of the most endearingly bizarre feline quirks that unite cat owners worldwide. These seemingly random, often hilarious behaviors are beautiful reminders that our domestic companions carry the fascinating programming of their wild ancestors, adapted to our homes in charming and sometimes perplexing ways. The next time your cat displays one of these behaviors, you'll know there's complex evolutionary science behind those adorable antics.